ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। 28 अयुक्तः प्राकृतस्तब्धः
अयुक्तः प्राकृतस्तब्धः
षठो नैष्कृतिकोलसः
शठो नैकृतिकोल्लसः
विषादी दीर्घसूत्री च
विषादी दीर्घसूत्री च
कर्ता तामस उच्यते।
कर्ता तामस उच्यते।
बुद्धेर्भेदं धृतेश्चैव
बुद्धिर्भेदं धृतेश्चैव
गुणतस्त्रिविधं शृणु।
गुणतस्त्रिविधं शृणु।
प्रोच्यमानमशेषेण
प्रोच्यमानमशेषेण
पृथक्त्वेन धनञ्जय।
पृथक्तेन धनञ्जय।
प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च
प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च
कार्याकार्ये भयाभये
कार्याकार्ये भयाभये
बन्धं मोक्षं च या वेत्ति
बन्धं मोक्षं च या वेत्ति
बुद्धिः सा पार्थ सात्विकी।
बुद्धिः सा पार्थ सात्विकी।
यया धर्ममधर्मं च
यया धर्ममधर्मं च
कार्यं च कार्यमेव च
कार्यं च कार्यमेव च
अयथावत् प्रजानाति
अयथावत् प्रजानाति
बुद्धिः सा पार्थ राजसी।
बुद्धिः सा पार्थ राजसी।
अधर्मं धर्ममिति या
अधर्मं धर्ममिति या
मन्यते तमसा वृता
मन्यते तमसा वृता
सर्वार्थान् विपरीतांश्च
सर्वार्थान् विपरीतांश्च
बुद्धिः सा पार्थ तामसी।
बुद्धिः सा पार्थ तामसी।
This is where we need to resume from. Number 32. So this chapter began with Arjuna's question, Sannyasasya Mahabhava. Tattvam ichhami vedita. So he used the word sannyasa. Arjuna used the word sannyasa. And so he explains what is this tyaga. Sannyasa tyaga. He uses two words. Sri Krishna uses two words, and both are synonymous in this context. And so that three types of sannyasa he talked about in Shlokas 7, 8, 9. Then he completes the topic of Karma Yoga from there and then resumes with Jnana Yoga, which he completes in 17. And then he says, I'm going to talk about a few more things. Starting with what? Jnanam. So first topic was sannyasa. Second quote unquote topic is Jnanam. Specific discrete topics. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga is the theme of Bhagavad Gita. But now, sannyasa, jnanam, karma, karta in 26 and 30 onwards, buddhihi. I hope you are making a note of these things. Buddhihi. Sa partha, satviki, rajasi. We saw that. Obviously, there has to be, it has to be related. All the satvikas have to be related. All the rajasis have to be related. So, now he's saying, so very interesting, right? The way of summarizing the Bhagavad Gita. So, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga summarized. So, that is the essence. Jnana Yoga becomes Brahma Vidyayam. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam. That is Jnana Yoga. Yoga Shastre. That is Karma Yoga. That is over. Bhagavad Gita in essence is over. Then all these other things are coming. It's beautiful because it gives us a way, like he's talking about sannyasa, karta, karma, jnanam, buddhihi. Then he's going to talk about dhritihi. After that, he's going to talk about sukham. One topic he will talk. And so it will give us a way to, these are all like values. Karta, what kind of person, what are the kinds of things I should do? Everybody does different kinds of things. And is what should I do? If I ask, then karta is talked about. Karta and karma are related. Doer and done, karma. Then jnanam and buddhi, kind of intellect should I develop? Okay, we have these questions, right? Am I doing the right thing? Am I improving? Am I progressing in my spiritual path? No, very common question is there. So we don't know because there is no. If you go to college, they will tell you. The counselor will tell you, "Oh, this is what you're good at, and you should pursue psychology. You should pursue. Yeah, engineering is good for you. You should pursue this." They will tell you that because the counselor has a sense of encouraging the students and helping them, kind of direct them to an area that they would be interested. But where is the counselor for us here, right? So Krishna is our counselor, and so he's giving us these indicators, so to speak. And so now Dhriti is being talked about. Tattviki and Rajasi Dhriti, I mean Buddhi, sorry, uh, was done. And now in uh, 32, Buddhi sa partha tamasi. So tamasi buddhi, kya hota hai? That he's going to tell about. And the essence is going to be what? Hey, the Satviki Buddhi was that which went towards Moksha Marga. Tamasi Buddhi is that which is going away from Moksha. By ulta, thinking of everything in a different way. Okay, opposite. Concluding. In what way is going to conclude? Adharmam dharmam iti. So justifying adharma. Justifying adharma. See, normal people itself, they're being helpless. What to do? This is how Kali Yuga is and all. We also say that, Kali Yuga, you have to do it. You have to do it. So, average person itself says that. This tamasi buddhi, what he won't say like that. He will say adharmam is dharma. He comes up with a law, an axiom that you and I have not studied. And he says, this is the axiom you should know. Adharmam dharmam. That's the definition of dharma. What is the definition of dharma? Adharma iti ya manyate. The one who considers in this manner, one who believes this. And we should not be surprised. Sometimes we do that. In a fit of rage or emotion, etc., we do that. And Arjuna was no different. Chapter 1 is all about that. If you want a lecture on what adharmam, dharmam, iti, you just have to look up Arjuna Vishada Yoga. So there he gives a big lecture also. Krishna is having to put up with all this. Nihatyadartharashtrannah ka pritisya janardana papamevashrayet asman hatvaitanatatayinah. He says, when I kill all these people, we are all going to become papis. That's what he says. Even though in that shloka number 36, 136, he uses the word atatai for the Kauravas, for all these Duryodhana. Atatai. That means Arjuna knows the word atatai. Atatai means what? Agnidaha garadaha chaiva shastrapanir dhanapaha kshetra darapahari cha shadete atatayinaha. This is the definition of atatai which Arjuna uses. Agnidaha, one who burns the other person's belongings, house, etc., burns. Agnidaha, an arsonist, so to speak. Arson, a perpetrator of arson. Agnidaha, garadaha. Garaha is poison. One who gives poison to somebody. Agnidaha, garadaha, then what? Shastrapanihi, who who takes to arms in front of somebody who's unarmed. Means murder, ityad, just using weapons, any type of weapon. Okay. Kshatrapanihi, dhanapaha, one who steals money from the other. Then Kshetra Darapahari cha. Kshetra Apahari means one who land grabbing. Land grabbing. It comes, it's very common in India, land grabbing. And then Kshetra Darapahari. Darapahari. Dara means wife. One who goes after somebody else's wife. That's called Darapahari. Any sixth Tadete Atatayi. This is the definition of Atatayi. Arjuna uses that shloka. He says these fellows are all Atatayi. Everything, the known and unknown in the book, they have done. And so, but still, I will get papam if I implement order by I have no choice but to kill them. Because, Sama, Dana, Bheda, Danda, everything is over. Now, Danda time has come. And so, Agnidaha. Then Kulakshaye, he gives another more reasons. Kulakshaye, Pranashyanti, Kula Dharma, Sanatana. Because he's worried the Kula is going to get destroyed. Okay, I'm going to kill so many people. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. Obviously, Kulakshaye. And then what? Dharme, Nashte. So if the people are killed, then the Dharma will get killed. Because what is Dharma? Dharma doesn't exist in thin air. Dharma exists in a Dharmi. There must be a person who follows Dharma. Only then Dharma exists. Otherwise, it doesn't exist anywhere. You can't bottle up Dharma. And therefore, he says, when I kill the people, then Dharma itself will get lost, will get diminished. Then what happened? Dharme nashte kulam nashtam, kulam krishnam adharmaha abhivachyuta. Then what about all the people that remain? Adharma will just rear its head. Adharma. That's what he says. And then he says, when Adharma comes like that, then the women who are otherwise, they are the bearers of Dharma. Then they say they also will take to wrong ways. Like that, He uses his own logic. After that, Varna Sankaraha, he says. After that, Varna Sankara. Means that Varna, Varnashrama Dharma, which is what sustains the Vedic society, will be gone. That's what he says. So he's giving all these reasons, which seems very correct also. And that's why I think Krishna must have said, Asocyan anmasochastvam prajnavadanscha bhashase. You speak like a wise person. Like a wise person. No, he didn't say you're a wise person. He said, you speak like a wise person. I don't know what that means. So, what Krishna had in mind. So, therefore, these people, they thinking they know. They don't know, but they think they know everything. And when I say that, which shloka should come to mind? They don't know, but they think they know everything.
Nanu shojanti panditaha?
No, the person doesn't know, but the person thinks the person knows. I know it all, but he doesn't know it.
Dambena.
Kathopanishad.
Dambena.
Avidyayamantare vartamanaha swayam dhiraha panditam manyamanaha. We saw that in Kathopanishad. Hey, they are all ignorant people. But swayam dhiraha, I am a very wise person. Like that they think. We are all wise people. You should all listen to us. And then andhenaiva niyamanaha yathandaha. If you follow them, then it's like the blind men following one more blind man. That is how it is. That's what Yamadharmaraja had said. So, ya manyate tamasa vrita. Why do they do that? Well, tamasa avrita, covered by tamas, this guna called tamas, helplessly, just clouded. They can't see the reality. And so, then, sarvarthan, viparitanscha. Sarvarthan, all things, sarvartha. Viparita, thinking viparita means opposite. So everything is understood in an opposite manner. Opposite manner. And everything is upside down, ulta. Ka palta bolte hai na. So, Purushartha. This is Kali Yuga. What is all this Bhagavad Gita you study? Don't you know this is Kali Yuga? The reasons also they give. They have come up with very good reasons, and you can't argue with them also. How do you argue? Because you're not prepared to think like this. So if a person will not prepared to think like that, will get you don't know how to respond to these kinds of things. And moksha is only for religious people. Moksha is for weak people. People who are suffering, they only want moksha. Suppose somebody says that, what will you say? How will you respond? Please tell me. You just have to keep quiet, that's all. And so, that's how it is here. So Swamiji says, see, there are ignorant people and they are ignorant about their ignorance. They don't know that they are ignorant. That is one. So you let go of them. There is nothing you can gain from them. Nothing they will also gain from. Okay. Then there's ignorant people, but they do know that they are ignorant. Okay. Then teach that person, tell that person, enlighten the person. Then there is a person who knows, but does not know that he knows. Like our Hanuman. Hanumanji is a famous example for he could do things, but he never knew his strength. So just tell him about it. Next. Person knows, and the person knows that the person knows. Knows combination. That person is a wise person. Follow that him or her. Follow her for the benefit of society. That person. These are the four possibilities. But Yama introduced a fifth possibility. Person who doesn't know but thinks the person knows and thinks everybody else is stupid. That is the fifth category. So that is Avidyaya Mantare Vartamanaha. So then Viparita. Viparita. We saw word shloka recently, 1815. Shariravaং mano bhiryate कर्म प्रारभते नरः न्यायं वा विपरीतं वा पञ्चैते तस्य हेतवः. Viparita, opposite, contrary, like that. That's the meaning. All right. Buddhihi sa partha tamasi. That kind of a buddhi is a tamasi buddhi. Hey partha. Let's look at the translation. The mind which is covered with ignorance. The mind which is covered with ignorance considers what is improper as proper. And all things the reverse or the opposite, if that word feels better. The opposite of what they are, within brackets, of what they are. That mind, Partha, is tamasa. The mind which is covered with ignorance. I think there must be a preposition. The mind which is covered with ignorance considers what is proper as, considers what is improper as proper, and all things the reverse of what they are. That mind, Partha, is tamasa. Okay, that's correct. Grammatically seems correct. Yeah. Next sloka, number 33. धृत्या यया धारयते
धृत्या यया धारयते
मनः प्राणेन्द्रियक्रियाः
मनः प्राणेन्द्रियक्रियाः
योगेनाव्यभिचारिण्या
योगेनाव्यभिचारिण्या
धृतिः सा पार्थ सात्विकी.
धृतिः सा पार्थ सात्विकी
धृत्या यया धारयते
धृत्या यया धारयते
मनः प्राणेन्द्रियक्रियाः
मनः प्राणेन्द्रियक्रियाः
योगेनाव्यभिचारिण्या
योगेनाव्यभिचारिण्या
धृतिः सा पार्थ सात्विकी.
धृतिः सा पार्थ सात्विकी. धन्यवाद.
So moving to the next topic. Buddhi is over. Now dhriti. Dhriti is being taught. Dhriti means determination, willpower, commitment, drive. You can use all these words, resolve, all these words which express the attitude of the person, the quality of the person who can perseverance. Another word, right? Who can persevere, who is not easily affected by difficulties or obstacles or naysayers. Naysaying is an obstacle, big obstacle. Neighbor will come and say, "Why are you doing all?" That's it, over. Good idea, gone down the drain. Okay, so because there are sukshma vishayas where people don't know. That's it. No, people are not qualified to give advice on certain things. And that's the thing Krishna is talking about. So therefore, Dhriti becomes very important for us here. And so intellect alone is not enough. Krishna is saying Dhriti also is needed. Willpower is needed. You have the mind, all right. But you have the ability. Atmanatma Viveka is there, but Dhriti is needed. because this is not a short journey. Suppose somebody says, oh, all these sannyasis got it easy. Ramana Maharshi got it easy. Got it easy. How will you respond to that? They got it easy. I'm struggling. Look, he did not marry, so he did not struggle. Nobody gets it easy. Krishna, no God, even God cannot give anybody anything easy. Karma, karma phalam. This is all we know. There's nothing else we know. Purva Janmani Abhyasaha Kritam. Correct? Purva Janmani, previous Janma. Not just Purva Janmani, that also is wrong. Purva Janmasu. In the past Janmas, it has been done. Okay? So there's nobody gets it easy, you know. No chance. Our Swamiji used to say, our Swamiji is Avatara Purusha, no doubt. But he also used to say, hey, I worked on my English. I worked on it. Pronoun by pronoun, participle by participle, preposition by preposition. I worked on because he's from Tamil, you know, pure Tamil he is. They didn't teach English those days, maybe a little bit of English. And he picked up English and he worked. That's what he said. It didn't come. Don't think somebody just said, you will be a good speaker in English. Nobody said like that. Nothing like that. I worked on it, he said. So that tells us here, anybody who says we are only governed by fate, karma, do we have free will? If somebody asks. Popular question. Good question only. Because this topic, the subject makes us ask all these questions. So here's the answer. Dhritihi. Dhriti is not possible. Nothing he says is possible without free will. It's meant for our understanding. Hey, there are three types of Dhriti, three types of buddhi. You better choose the right path. You choose the right path. You choose what you want to do. That's why he's telling all these things. Therefore, pure karma-based life is refuted by Krishna. Get go is refuted. And so, even though free will is, karma is an important force. Well, it's a force. So it's like Swami Tadatmanandaji explained long ago. I remember still. It's like going on crossing the river on a boat. If the current is big, the boat will go off in a different direction. If the current is not heavy, then you can direct your work and your activity, free will, you can see it working. The current is too big, you can't see your free will working. And you'll feel as though, what is the point? Whatever I'm doing, not working out. That's because karma current is big. So karma can favor you also. You want to go to that side, that direction, karma is favoring you. And then it just immediately pushes you to your destination. Favoring, karma is favoring. So all these things are possible. So something gives a good example. He talks about this diseases. Terminal disease. You can adjust a little bit, can live little longer, one can live, etc. All that little adjustment is possible, but terminal disease. Okay. Then you've got other diseases which have to be managed. You got to live with it. You live a long life, okay? Doctor also says, but you have to learn to manage it. Like diabetes, etc., blood pressure, etc. Manage it. Somehow manage it. Okay. That's managing with. Then other things are there which you can cure. Diseases that can be cured by various ways. So that's how this also is. And so this person who is now described here, not a person in fact, the dhriti that is being described, the willpower. How does the person, the determination, in which direction he's going to take the determination? You can guess that person goes towards moksha. And this is something that's very important for me. And jnanena moksha comes after that. And therefore, I have to know. And Shravanam I have to do. Then Shravanam also will give me the Karma Yoga Buddhi. So Karma Yoga Buddhya, Antakarana Shuddhi. Then Antakarana Shuddhya, further Shravanam, further Mananam. And then Jnanam. Jnana nishtha, all these things are that person understands. That sattviki, because that is the kind of journey which is not overnight, it doesn't happen. That's why it's a long drawn affair. Therefore, dhriti becomes a necessity. That's why 4 ashramas are prescribed. Brahmachari. The thing we did a couple of days ago, it's called Upanayanam and all. But not Upanayanam, but the Karma. For the first time people, it's called Talayavanayam. The first time they do it. And it's a very elaborate ritual. The homas and all have to be done. But then there is at the last, towards the end of it, they call it Vedarambha. After all the thread is put, then Vedarambha. Then all mantras from different Vedas, different itihasas from Ramayana, Mahabharata, and then from Panini's Ashtadhyayi. And then yesterday we also read Shankara's commentary, I included. And we read all that. Veda. For us, that's all Veda. Bhagavad Gita. So now our panorama, we just are able to see more, Now we are able to appreciate all these things. And Vedarambha. So we have to, time to commit this one day at least. Whatever I missed out in the last 1 year, let me do it today. At least once a year. So, dhritya yaya dharayate. So that dhriti, that willpower, with which the following activities are sustained, dharayate. That dhriti which drives the following activities. What kind of activities? Manah pranendriya kriyaha. Manaha, pranaha, indriya. Okay, these are the 3 things mentioned there. Manaha, pranaha, indriya. Manaha, mind. Pranaha, pancha pranaha. Indriyani. Indriyani is how many? 5. Okay, some people are saying 10. All right. We'll take the 10 because here Jnanendriyani, Karmendriyani. Because we have both, we have to use both. I mean, both means 10 we have to use. And so we have to say Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani. So when somebody says Manaha, Pancha Pranaha, Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, what should come to your mind?
11 it comes.
Sukshma
Shlokas.
Sharira.
Sukshma Shariram. Exactly. Student asks the question, Sukshma Shariram Kim? Teacher says, Apanchīkrita Pancha Mahabhūtai Kritam Satkarmajanyam Sukha Dukkha Bhoga Sadhanam Pancha Jnanendriyani Pancha Karmendriyani Pancha Pranaha Manaschaikam Buddhischaika Evam Sapta Dasha Kalabhisaha Yat Tishtati Tat Sukshma Shariram. Like that, you should say it once so that we can remember those kinds of mantras that were taught to us. And so, you can even translate this as what? Sukshma Sharira Kriyaha. Okay? Shankara doesn't say that. Okay? This is just, I came up. So, Shankara does say Manaha, Pranaha, Indriyani and all. He splits it. And so, Tesham Kriyaha. Sukshma Sharira Kriyaha. Means every activity. What other activity is there? Sthula Shariram is their body. Okay, body is doing work, but who's going to make the body do the work? Sukshma Shariram is critical. Manaha. Manaha includes Buddhi also. Manaha and Buddhi. They are the drivers. They are the charioteer of this chariot. Therefore, it means every activity. Manah Pranendriya Kriyaha. Every activity. And then Yogena. That's the key word. Yogena. Yogena means there is an attitude shift, massive shift, big shift. There is a paradigm shift. Yeah, that shift is there. Yoga, the word yoga indicates that. Because now discipline. Now you are thinking about something that is not obvious. That's when yoga is relevant. And people don't even know that they have to take care of their health. That kind of people also are there. So that person has to learn, yeah, health is important. Only if I am healthy, my family will be, I can take care of. Some basics are out there, That itself is not there. So here yoga. And so can be karma yoga, jnana yoga. That's what it is, yoga. What other yoga is there? And Ashtanga yoga is there. Huge. So that karma yoga just completely dissected left, right, and center Ashtanga yoga. Does it include jnana yoga if you ask? Well, you know what? He has a sutra. See, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, jhana, samadhi. This is Ashtanga yoga. Now, among these, yama, niyama, bahiranga sadhana, it's called. Bahiranga sadhana means external activities that you do. There is a movement, etc. Yama, do's and don'ts. That is yama, niyama. So it's all in the realm of action. Therefore, bahiranga sadhanam. Then yama, niyama. Then asana, pranayama, pratyahara. These are all antaranga sadhanam. Pratyahara, withdrawal. Then asana, pranayama. You know that. So antaranga means just stay put, staying put, disciplines. Then what? Dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Also in the realm of dhyanam now. No physical activity at all, not even values. It's all in the realm of meditation. Dhyana. All right. So, with this being said, somewhere he says, see, Swadhyaya comes somewhere, okay? Because Swadhyaya is there in one of the niyamas one has to study, okay? And so, this Santoshaha, Shaucham, Tapaha, Swadhyayaha, Ishvara Pranidhanam. Those are the 5 things under this niyama, do's. And here, this Patanjali Maharaj, he introduced a sutra, Tapaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga, he puts. Hence, Swadhyayaha is Kriya Yoga, means what? Karma Yoga. He doesn't put, say, Jnana Yoga. So correct, he did the right thing. Means he did the right thing means who am I to say that? He's saying that Swadhyaya is Veda, Swadhyaya, Veda Parayanam, it is not Jnana Yoga. So he's indicated, hey, Ashtanga Yoga is a discipline that you have to follow. And what do I get out of Ashtanga Yoga? Antakarana Shuddhi. What I'm going to teach in this Ashtanga Yoga is not Jnana. Mahavakya Vichara is not there here. He himself is saying it. That's how I'm reading that sutra. I'm reading it that. Okay. So you can think about it. And so, yogaha, yogena, karma yogena, jnana yogena cha. That's the meaning here. And so that's why we say, so Ashtanga Yoga, beautiful. So watch your thoughts because they become your words. Understand your words or choose your words because they become your actions. Understand your actions because they become your habit. Study your habits because they become your character. Develop your character because that becomes your destiny. Okay. So I like this very much. That's general, important. But that's all very highly analyzed in our Shastra. And so yogena, everything you can bring into this word yoga. And then what type of yoga? Avyabhicharinya yogena. Avyabhicharini means where will you go? Is it a new word or we are used to that word? Wait a minute. I have to go back to my notes and all. So, okay, at least that's not bad. Where did we see it? Somewhere we saw it. Mayi cha ananya yogena bhaktiravyavicharini vivikta desa seviktam aratirjana samsadi. Chapter 30.
Values, yeah.
Values. Amanitam on what we saw. There, bhaktiravyavicharini, there he says, avyavicharini bhakti, he says, is one of the values. So that bhakti, let it not be sporadic. Let it be continuous. Let's not be once a year bhakti, not that kind of bhakti. So here also, avyavicharini dhritihi. Okay. Vyabhicharini dhriti. Hey, that willpower, sustain it, keep it going. If you need help, seek somebody's help. Then keep it going, keep it going. Why? Because all data indicates that this is a great journey to be in. And all our the forefathers and foremothers have shown it to us. Therefore, avyabhicharinya, let it not be casual. Casual. Just make it a pursuit. Make it your pursuit. You are it. You are going to be what you're studying. This is the only subject where you are what you're studying. You are going to be what you're studying. That's the way to say it. And so, yogena. And we are studying 18th chapter. So we don't need to. We can bring whatever we studied in the past, you can bring here. These kinds of shlokas. So then we know how to assess ourselves also. Areas where we are somewhat weak links. Look at the weak links. Pick one weak link. Just one weak link. This is the area I need to work on. Somehow I'm getting attracted to certain things which are absolutely of no value to me. Something A. Whatever it is, for any of us can be different. Focus on that. This year I'm going to focus on. Start the day with my focus. I'm going to keep this in my focus. Just start the day with bringing it to your affirmation. Okay, start the day and then make it real. And then that weak link will slowly become stronger and stronger. And so yoga, whatever, all methods, all people, all psychologists, whatever they talked about in terms of self-help, everything brought into this one. And so avyabhicharini means what? Constancy, consistency, regularity. Regularity is not a good word because I can be regular. Once a year I can do, like I do once a year this particular Veda mantra chanting. Once a year I do, So not like that. Not regular. Consistent.
Unwavering.
Preferably nityam cha samachittatvam ishta nishtopapattishu. That also he said in the third chapter. So
Unswerving.
unswerving is good. Yeah, unswerving. Okay. Dhriti partha satviki. Okay, such a resolve is called satviki dhritihi. So that dhriti, that perseverance, which makes me go towards moksha marga through karma yoga and jnana yoga, is called satviki dhritihi. All right. That unflinching resolve, Puja Swamiji uses that word, that unflinching resolve with which one sustains by practice. See, Swamiji is translating the word yoga as practice. Okay. So that's why translations. Now, if you look at translation and say, this is my mantra, this translation is my mantra, if you say, then you will go off in many directions. Be careful. So, by practice, the activities of the mind, prana, and organs. Mind, prana, the activities of the mind, prana, and organs of action and knowledge. That resolve is sattvika. Partha. That resolve in brackets, parentheses. That resolve. That resolve is sattvika. That unflinching resolve with which one sustains by practice the activities of the mind, prana, and organs of action and knowledge. That resolve is sattvika partha.
We doesn't include a vibhicharani in this. No? We should say unswerving somewhere.
The first word, the unflinching resolve. That unflinching is
Okay,
that
so
unswerving,
that yes.
unswerving, etc. Yeah. Next shloka, number 34. Yaya tu dharma kamarthan
यया तु धर्मकामार्थान्
kritya dharayate arjuna
धृत्या धारयतेऽर्जुन
prasangena phalakankshi
प्रसङ्गेन फलाकाङ्क्षी
dhritis sa partha rajasi
धृतिः सा पार्थराजसी
yaya tu dharma kamarthan
यया तु धर्मकामार्थान्
धृत्या धारयते अर्जुन
धृत्या धारयतेऽर्जुन
प्रसंगेन फलाकांक्षी
प्रसङ्गेन फलाकाङ्क्षी
धृतिः सा पार्थ राजसी
धृतिः सा पार्थराजसी.
Is there any Pata Veda here? Drutva is there in my book.
Dritya seems more correct because Yaya is there.
In all the three shlokas, Saya Dritya only is there. Yaya Dritya Sadritihi.
Yeah, that seems more. Dritva, see, Dritva, I can't say it is wrong. I can't say it is wrong because Dritva is there. Dhru, Tva Pratyaya for Dhru Dhatu. But here, Dhru Dhatu, in one case, here it is Dhritihi. So, I'm not sure. Dritya is better, I think. Check some other books and see how it is. Okay. All right. So Rajasi Dhritihi, obviously now Rajasi is going to be a materialistic person. Means focus on material accomplishments. If I don't know what moksha is, I'm going to be left with what? Dharma, Artha and Kama, which is what Krishna spells it out. Dharma, Artha, Kama. Dharma, Kama, Arthan, he says. That's it, very explicitly stated. So, Amoksha Purusharthaha, Aparama Purusharthaha, right? So, prayas. Previously, Shreyas, now it is prayas. Preyo Margaha, one who knows all about prayers, that person, that buddhi, that dhriti, I'm committed to that. So, that particular material accomplishment, which is what we end up. That's why it's so important to all these habits that we teach our children and all that. All subtle, very sukshma it is. All prayer, namaskara, this and that, going to temple and all that. It's all there. Initially, it will appear, the child will not understand anything. And so keep on doing. Until someday the child wakes up and say, oh my God, thank you, mom. You taught me all this. I asked somebody, and that person said, I never chanted Rudram. But I used to chant it very well so many, decades ago. And then it started coming out. It's all there, just came out. So someday just trigger is required, then it comes out. And so, but here, Yaya Dritya, that resolve by which Dharmartha Kaman Dharayate. The word Dharayate is coming. The second time or third time is it? Second time probably. Okay. So Dharayate, Dhru Dhatu for Sanskrit students. Dhru is to sustain, to support. And here there is a niche also, causal. Making something support. Not supporting, making some, like Karvana. Not Karna, Karvana. So that Karva is there here. So Dharayate, niche. So that Dhriti, which makes a person go towards dharma, artha, and kama. Okay. And so that person knows very well all these things. May not know very well also, but knows very well also. Dharma, punyam also I want, he says. Okay, punyam also is very important. Simply acquiring things now is not, because later on also I need to save for the later. And so the save for the later comes from this idea of punyam and papa. Okay, punya. So therefore, punyam. Swami Paramatmanandaji here quotes Swami Dayanandaji. He says, how do you translate punyam in English? You can't translate punyam in English. Punyam illada English. An English which has no punyam. Like that he said. Just some joke periodically we have to enjoy these things. So that kind of dharmartha kaman dharayate. Dharayate. Okay. And so therefore the guy is going to be busy. Dharayate, right? There's some action involved there. But the guy is busy. He's not a lazy guy. There are Rajas also. And therefore, the person is very active, doing a lot of things. And so he has to keep up with stuff. Otherwise, because name and fame is very important for this person. And so he has to keep up with everything. The newest restaurants in town, he better know all that. So that in the next conversation, he can say, what can he say? Been there, done that. He has to say, So if somebody says a new restaurant has come to town, oh, already done that. 3 times I've done it. Okay. So like that, he's going to be busy for a long time. It's a prasangena phalakankshi. Why? Because the person is a phalakankshi. Phalakankshi. This should not be a new word, because if you look at 23, aphala prepsuna, 24, kamepsuna. So phala prepsu, kamepsu. Like this, he keeps saying it so many times. And 27 also he says, karma phala prepsu. Phala prepsu is karma phala prepsu. Phalam is always of karma. Therefore, karma phalam and phalam are identical. And so, same words here also. Phala akankshi. Krishna is indicating a phalam means karma. That person knows karma very well. Very well. Karma will produce artha. Karma will produce kama. Karma will produce dharma. Dharma is punya. And so, he is an expert at that. And therefore, and there's no end to it. There's no end to artha and kama at all. And therefore, that person being a phalakanshi, prasangena. Prasangena means seized by it. Sangha. Sangha is attachment, connection to Sangha. But now prakarshena Sangha. That person is now bound. My goals are clear. Dharma, artha, and kama are my goals. He is very clear about it. Prasangena. So with that intense longing, with that craving, okay, that person pursues dharma, artha, and kama. And so he can never afford to say, I've not done it. He has to do it. And so he has to be there, he has to expect, these parties are very, very interesting. I've been to all these parties, and sometimes I can't have a conversation because they're all talking about all the places they went and everything. And I'm saying, I'm not been to any place. Is there a problem? Do I have a problem or what? So I don't know how to have conversations. And they say they keep talking, and then they will ignore me after a while. Initially they'll say hi and how are you, etc. After that I'll be ignored because this guy doesn't know anything. He can't converse. I'll simply be looking at them like this. And looking is a very uncomfortable. How long can you look at the other person? You please tell me. That to party. And you can keep on drinking. Like this you can do. Break that cold, solid stare, cold stare will be there. How long can you do it? And so, and further, so Swami is saying a very interesting shloka. Very interesting. See, it seems there are 4 things which are useful only if the 4 things are exactly where they ought to be. Okay. Very interesting shloka. I learned a few days ago. Sthana brashtana shobante dantaha keshaha nakha naraha. Okay. So there are 4 things it seems. What are the 4 things? Danta, teeth. Teeth are useful only if they are here, where they ought to be. If they are not there, then that tooth is of no use. It's of no use to anybody. And so then keshaha, hair, whatever hair it is. And so hair also, where they should be, it should be there. Only then shobante, only then they make the person a person, that kind of stuff. And nakaha, nails. And they should be, I think they should be in good shape and all that. If it's all crooked and gray color, brown color, dark brown and all, it won't look good, So, like that, he says. But sometimes you might say, no, Guruji, these days it's very different. They have Lee press-on nails. I remember that. Those days, those advertisements, Lee press-on nails, it seems. So I think it must be nails which you can just buy, and however long you want, they can be. Long nails you can have, shorter nails. Press on, that's it. You don't have to grow nails. You just press on. I think it must stick and it must look good or something. So press on nails are there, Guruji. So you don't have to worry about all this. This shloka is all old-fashioned. Keshaha. What is Keshaha? What are you talking about? I went to what happened? Somebody, senior people were there who served the community, and then I went to shake hand or something, or talk to the person, and I found that something odd about this person, and senior person, but he had this one head full of jet black hair, completely loaded black hair. I said, wow, and it sounded odd. Then I heard or came to know it's a wig. You know what? I was thinking, this is my naivety. And only actors and actresses wear wigs. That's how innocent I was. And that day I learned, oh, wigs are meant for everybody to wear, I think, is what I came to know. And so, Guruji, wigs and all there. And even eyelashes, I think they do. They remove off all the eyelashes. Why would anybody remove eyelashes? I don't understand. But anyway, some science must be there. And then, no, Guruji, they remove normal eyelashes. They put all this. They do all these things. Mascara. That's what it's called. And so, whatever size eyelash you want, you can have. And however dense or however light you want, you can have. So this shloka is all old-fashioned. And these days, cosmetic surgery, dentures, teeth there or not there, doesn't matter. Teeth look good. They have to look good. Who says there should be natural teeth? Can be any artificial teeth also. And so, nakaha. Finally, I said only 3. 4th one is there. Naraha, he says. Dantaha, keshaha, nakaha, naraha. Naraha. That means what? Only if the person has certain things like dhanam, only then the certain things the person must have. Until then, the person is useful to others. The minute yavat vittoparjana saktaha tavan nija parivaro raktaha paschat jivati jarjara dehe vartam kopi princhati. Gone. You don't need a
सर्वे
phone.
गुणाः काञ्चनमाश्रयन्ते.
Sarve gunaha kanchanam ashrayante. You don't need a phone. You know why? Because nobody's calling you. And when you call also, they are not responding. So why need a phone? Please tell me. What is the use of a phone? You don't need a phone also. So, dharayate dhritihi sa partha rajasi. Very busy they're going to be. Daytime work till 5, 6 they'll be working. Nighttime, busy. Sure, why waste that another 3, 4, 5, 6 hours? Why waste it? Amway is there. Amway is there. You can do some business. Amway business you can do. Once I got stuck in that, that's how I knew what Amway was. I can't forget these experiences. I'm not saying it's wrong or anything. So, these are things that are coming to mind. Amway. And you open their closet, 1 year's worth of toilet tissue is there. Really? Where is this world going? Is this the way to live a life? I don't know. That's the way to live. You can please educate me. You can call me. I'll pick up your phone and we can talk. How? What is this? Anyway, that's how it is. So the guy is busy, obviously. They're all going to be busy. Dritissa, Partha, Rajasi. But Rajas is needed. Without Rajas, we can do nothing. So Rajas is definitely needed for us. And Karma Yoga, willpower, you have to invoke Rajas so that only Rajas can suppress Tamas and reject Tamas. Then only Sattva. So the journey, the path towards Sattva goes through Rajas. So we're not putting down Rajas. The things put down. But you don't get stuck with this. That's the idea. So anyway, let's translate this. Arjuna, Rajasic will is that, a Rajasic resolve is that by which one who is desirous of results, results means material results, in brackets, who is desirous of results, Marthakama, because of attachment, who is desirous of results because of attachments, pursues dharma, artha, and kama. Rajasic resolve is that by which one who is desirous of results because of attachment pursues dharma, artha, and kama. Arjuna. We continue. Om Apadamapahattaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Om Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasyashalini Desho Yam Kshobharahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Guru Namaha. Harihi Om.